Hey y'all, Chuck here, live page in Thap Phnom, Thailand. Hey, it's time for another live update here in our rainy little town of Thap Phnom. Let me see if I can get us connected onto the internet here real quick. Here we are. Onto the internet here real quick. Okay, so anyway, I just want to keep you guys updated on what's happening in our travel. Is my shirt on backwards again? I don't know. I tried to reverse the camera, whatever. Let me see. Oh, hang on. Let's try something. Hang on a second. Oh, crap. Hang on. I'm so unprepared right now. Let me see. Let me see if I can get a camera that looks not crooked. Okay, now it's not working. There you go. I guess it's not gonna work. Son of a bitch. I don't know what happened. I don't know if you guys can see me on mine. It's not working. Maybe I just need to update mine. Hang on a second. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Anyway, sorry about that. For whatever reason, I didn't refresh it and it was just not working. I turned my camera around so you can see my shirt. That's it. Paige watched it for a second. Okay, so anyway, I just want to get updated with you guys to let you know where we're going on our next adventures. I've been kind of incognito for a little bit, trying to do some exercise. I've been going to the gym with my Viking friend every day at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. He's obviously a big guy. But he's been a fitness instructor for a long time, so he's going to help me get kind of trimmed out. But we've been going on bike rides, doing 50K a day, and then I do a couple of long ones twice a week. So I didn't ride yesterday. The problem is rain here. It rains unpredictable sometimes and very hard. So sometimes you got to stay kind of close to the house. But anyway, okay. So in a couple of days, let's see, it's the 14th. In 2 days, we're going to, the English version is Chanthanapuri. Yeah, Chanthanapuri it's how it's spelled in English, but actually we're going to Kanchanaburi. God dang it, I messed up. Sorry. Chanthanapuri. I don't see it written here in Thai, so Chanthanapuri. It's where it is, it's just, if you're looking at a map, you got Pattaya over here, and you have Rayong, and just west of, is it west? Yeah, just west of Rayong is Chanthanapuri. Goddamn fly. So yeah, we're gonna go there, and we're taking Paige's mom and a couple of her friends. All they want to do is go to the beach, sit underneath the salah on the beach, and eat seafood. That's really all they want to do. So we've been there before. I made a video on it, I think, a year and a half ago. It is a nice place. It's mostly Thai people in the area. There's not too much touristy stuff there. But it's going to be a fun trip. We're going to go to Korat, and then I'm going to meet a subscriber up in Korat. I don't know if you're watching, but hopefully we'll get to do a video, and then headed to the beach, and then coming back to Korat, and then back to Top Panom again. So when we get back from Top Panom, they have a wax festival here every year at this time. They didn't have one last year because of still mourning the king's death. So they didn't have one last year, but they're going to have one. It's a wax candle procession festival. I don't know, my internet's messing up again on me. And that ought to be pretty neat. It's really big in Ubon. They have it every year, but the biggest wax festival's in Ubon. So, but anyway, it's going to be fun. And then after that, towards the end of the month, we're headed to Khon Kaen again. Her mom's got to go back to the doctor and get her last treatment or checkup on her heart, and so we can be done with that. Then we're going to adventure around Khon Kaen. So I know there was some more people up there that wanted to meet up. I'll give you some dates and a later when it gets closer to that time. So let's see. Hold on to all the questions, and I'll get to them. Let me just kind of tell you what's happening really quick. Between Khon Kaen, or right after Khon Kaen, our friend Klaus and Thun, they're in Sweden right now. They're going to be coming back, and we were going to do a trip to Koh Lipe, but we decided not to because at this time the weather is very unpredictable. You have to take a speedboat out to the island. You may be able to get out there, but if the weather changes, they won't take you back out. So this time of the year is too unpredictable. We've got too much other stuff to do anyway to take the chance. The best time to go to Koh Lipe is around November, December anyway. So maybe we'll do that. So we've got a gap that we don't know what we're going to do. So we may head back out to the beach again. But shortly after that, actually August 29th, we're going to Japan. Paige has made me in charge of putting it all together, but she couldn't take it anymore. She had to help me with some of it. So with the airfare, it's confusing to try to figure out certain things in Japan. The transit system is kind of confusing, but anyway, we've got some of it figured out. Our plan is to go to Tokyo, spend 2 days in crazy Tokyo. Now we're going to be staying in, let's see, what was the name of that place we're staying in? We're staying in Shinjuku area. So I decided to stay in a capsule hotel. I've always wanted to do that. Now, I don't know if you guys ever done that, but it's a capsule, and they have for men and they have it for women. So everything's kind of in the open. The capsules have usually something in front of it, but everybody shares the bathroom and stuff like that. So I almost gave up because the culture in Japan, and I know a lot of people have told me this, so I had to do the research myself, and I found out that they really, really frown upon tattoos. So a lot of hostels share a bathing area, like a bathhouse, and if you have tattoos, you're forbidden to go in there. So anyway, I found one that had like individual showers with doors, so you're private, so nobody can get offended because I have a tattoo or one or two, So anyway, we're staying in the capsule for 2 nights. That's going to be fun, and then we're taking a bus all the way to Mount Fuji. So Paige is always talking about hiking, so we're going to go on a hike. But we're going to stay around a few little towns. I want to stay in some authentic towns in Japan around Mount Fuji area. and then head back to Tokyo for 2 more nights. Don't know where yet, and then back to Bangkok. So anyway, that's our plan to go to Japan. It's not completed yet, but that's going to be an awesome, fun trip. We've already booked the plane ticket, and I've already booked the 2 nights at the capsule. So yeah. So after the Japan trip, we're going to do something else. I don't know yet, but we're going to go to Ko Chang. I mentioned that before in a couple of other live streams. We're going to go somewhere in the beginning of October to Ko Chang and Ko Kut. I don't know how long we're going to stay. I'd like to stay on Ko Chang for a minimum of a week and then go to Ko Kut. I've never been there, so I don't know how long, and then come back to Ko Chang and then figure it out. I don't know. Anyway, it's going to be fun. So that's what we're doing in the short. Anyway, hello guys, how are you? I see a lot of new people here. I guess I don't do this time zone enough. I'll try to rotate it like I promised you guys last time. I'll try to rotate it on the next one. So anyway, yeah, Pat Ty, good to see you. Golden Rich. It's very noisy out here. You know, I like to do the Q&A in my office, right? I've had some people, not very many, a couple that dislike, you know, the office with the little animal. You know, I do it because I have fun with it, but those probably same people are the ones that complain about that it sounds like I'm in a tunnel or it's too noisy. So, you know, whatever. I can't make the world rotate, but I have another Q&A I've got to put together, but it is very noisy in this town, and a lot of places in Thailand are noisy. So if you're really sensitive to it, I apologize, but that might be something you want to consider before you even come to Thailand, because Thailand is noisy. Anyway, hey Randy, Bill Gates in the house. Dan, good to see you, Dan. Yeah, okay, so let's see. Let me get to some questions. Beam Man, how are you? Thanks for your help and your advice. The only thing I didn't take on your advice was the airport to go there. It seemed like, what was it, the Haneda airport from Thailand has a long layover in Malaysia, and it's more expensive. So I'm not going to spend 14 hours in Malaysia or a day. So we went with the other airport. Okay. Oh, John, we've already got a place booked, a place that they like to stay at. It has a good restaurant right there, so they don't have to move around a lot. But the beach is pretty nice where we're staying at. Brian says, hey, Chuck, nice to see you. Looking forward to seeing you later in this year. A lot of people say they come up here, but they never get past Bangkok or Pattaya. It's okay, I understand. Hey, Jimmy, how are you? Jeff. Go on Australian plane. To where, Japan? We've actually got a pretty good deal. It's costing us $700 US for 2 round trip tickets from Bangkok. But the time frame is perfect with us, and we have Air Asia rewards, so we're using those. Anyway, greetings from Khao Lak. Hey. Khao Lak. Leon Oshia says, my new father-in-law just gave us 1,200 acres of sugar cane. That sounds like a crap load of work to me.
I know.
No thanks. He's like, here, take this crap. No, it sounds good if you like that kind of stuff. Hey, Paul, no, I don't go to Pattaya on that trip. If you're talking about when we're going to Jantanapuri, No, we're not gonna go to, I don't know when we're going to Pattaya. I really don't. They have a TV on the plane, Golden Ridge says. Yeah, most of them do now. Hey, Daryl from Vancouver. Bill Gates says his girlfriend lives in Nong Khai. Yeah, we were in Nong Khai not too long ago. I like Nong Khai. No, that was Khao. I don't. Nong Khai is right next to the bridge to go over to Laos up in Vientiane. Yeah, I didn't really like that area too much. I just made a video on that, but not that I hated it. Golden Rich, your name is Paul. Thank you very much for letting us know that. I would have thought your name would be Rich for some crazy reason, but hopefully I can remember that, Paul. Pal, how are you? Hi, Chuck. Sort out the Viking a date with the beautiful lady next door. You know, he might be watching this. I don't know, but I've already kind of paved out a path. It's up to him to go the journey. So I'm gonna let it go. But she won't be around much longer. Somebody's gonna get her. I think she's a really good woman. And I really think Ben's a pretty decent guy, so whatever. I can only play matchmaker so much. J International, how did you learn your video editing skills? In particular, how you get the YouTube subscriber graphic to animate your video? There's a lot of green screen stuff on the internet that you can use. Most editing programs have a way for you to do that with green screen. But if you watch some of my earlier travel trailer videos, you can see I've come a long way. It's just like learning Thai. You don't become a professional overnight, and then you definitely don't start getting on people's blogs and telling them how crappy they are, because it takes a time, a learning process. Same with speaking Thai. You don't tell people, hey, you should stop speaking Thai because you suck. You just keep going at it. And there's a lot of information on YouTube, especially if you buy an editing program. You can go to a lot of YouTube stuff to give you advice on how to use that. That's how I really learned my program. Okay, I got to go all the way down the list. Sorry. There's a lot of questions coming up, guys. And a lot of times I try to answer them, and then I go back and watch the videos later, and I see stuff pop up that didn't pop up when I was actually on there. So it's actually, YouTube's a little slow to put the stuff on. Randy Woods, don't see Brian making video much. He's in the United States right now, fulfilling a dream of his. So I don't know if he's going to start vlogging it or not. Hello, Peter. Peter Mellows, hello. Roger Burgess. Hi, Linda. Hi from Lyndon Roger in Arizona, California. Huge fans. Thank you very much. Paul, Golden Rich said, I gave up speaking Thai. It hurt my head. Yeah, me too sometimes. But I still practice. I still write up on my board up here in Thai, and I still practice all the time. I feel I should be fluent, but the problem, and I know it's not an excuse, is I'm conversing in English all day long on the computer, and I'm doing videos and stuff like that. So I really kind of stepped outside of. It's no excuse, but I'm not too bad. I'm beating myself up, I think. Nathan Halsey, can you explain what the super chat function is, Chuck? I don't know. I've never used it. When I started doing this, the super chat was something that people could donate money to a YouTuber that was on a live stream. I don't know if they can do it any other time or not, but it's just a donation tab. Pad Thai, are you guys staying on Sonnet Island. Sonnet Island.
เกาะเสม็ดนะ
Got Sonnet?
เกาะเสม็ดของพัทยาอ่าวไทย
Oh, we don't have plans to do that yet.
maybe one day not now
Maybe one day. Yeah, yesterday was Friday the 13th. I stayed home, but it rained all damn day anyway.
Yay.
I see a rainbow, sir, other day. What's the meaning? The meaning of what on a rainbow? I don't understand. Paige is not watching my live stream right now, Nathan. She's either shopping or trying to find a place to shop in our next trip.
Yay.
Yeah. At least she bargain shops. A lot of times she just looks, she never buys anything anyway. Did Paige injure her back? Oh, because she's wearing that thing. Why are you wearing that?
แค่ซิดลอง
Because she sits too long on her butt. She said she sits too long.
Keep my tummy down
Keep her that's so she can hide her stomach, yeah. Her baby Leo. Danny Devers, thanks Chuck, love your videos. Thank you very much. Thank you for all that. The information that I'm sharing really is just stuff that I get from, and I tell you guys this all the time. Really, I just share my experience and I make a video on it. But I do get a kick sometimes out of people telling me, oh, you can't do that, even though I just made a video on it. You know, and that's how it happened. But that's what I really love about Thailand. It's so different that it's different everywhere you go. I don't like repetition anyway, but when it comes to logistics and legalities, I know it gets frustrating to want to know the facts of how it needs to be in black and white, but forget about it in Thailand. I'm over that now. Things get done one way or the other, but I know coming into this as a Westerner, I mean, I had everything written down how it needed to be, and none of it worked out. So, just sharing my experience, and other people on YouTube share their experiences too, and it's just kind of an idea of what to expect. But what I really like to show is just, you know, everything always works out. Just relax and enjoy life, you know. Don't stress out about it. But the good thing about it is it's like every day is a new day in Thailand. It's never the same outside this door. Danny, my plan is to retire in Thailand and meet a lovely woman. Been there twice. Yeah, there's a lot of women here, a lot of nice Thai women. Andy, nice to see you. Andy, I saw you up there before while I was blah, blah, blah. Yes, you want to meet up anytime. You know, you can always seem to pop in. Just give me a heads up before then. You said you're coming August the 15th and leaving the 10th of September. We should be here at some time in that. So you guys got to check out Andy Wright's travel channel. We did our last meeting. The name of the video is called Day 15, and it's part 1 and 2 and 3. So we did an interview and had a good time last time we were here. But Andy, if you want to share your channel, I can't do it on the live stream right now. But if you want to share that with you guys, can check that out. It's pretty entertaining. Pad Thai says I could be a spokesperson for Thailand. A lot of people say I can't even talk. There's something funny, and I'm going to share something else with you guys. I'm always sharing my personal faults with you. I have a front denture. I don't know, I'm sure a lot of you people probably have partials or dentures, but you have this gigantic thing on the roof of your mouth. So when you're trying to speak Thai, you really got to move your tongue a lot. And it needs to be perfect in your tone because the word doesn't make sense if it's not said properly or in the right context of a sentence. So I have this thing up on my palate, and a lot of people will comment, it's not Sawadee Ka, it's Sawadee Cup. I understand. I think a lot of it is my Texas drawl, my accent, my Sawadee Ka. Maybe I draw out the cop too much and I think I'm saying ka. I'm not. I know how to say cop. Relax. But I'm not going to talk like a British person. You know, I don't have it in me. You know, when I hear people from different countries say hello, it doesn't sound like Texas, hey y'all, or hello. We all say things differently. So just relax with the perfection. It'll come. It's difficult for me to really learn how to re-navigate my tongue to make it sound perfect. So anyway. Danny says, have I ever considered dental implants? It's a little bit more complex than that. I don't want to get in that, but I have bone damage and I can't get dental implants. Actually, that's not true. I'd have to have bone grafts, but it would cause me to look like a hillbilly for about 6 months. I don't know if Paige would like that.
Yeah.
So it's not a problem for me. I have, the way it is, I have to have this. I've had it since the military, so. I am working good on my accent, Patai. Thank you very much for that. That's one thing that's very important, is to try to get the accent correct. But I still have a problem with structure because it takes practice, you know, a lot of practice, and I'm practicing more on entertaining you guys. Thank you, Stephen. I appreciate all the comments, guys. I really do. Johnny Orange, hello Chuck. This is Johnny. I would to know how much to rent a house in your area because I am going to Thailand next year. Thanks. You can rent a house out here anywhere from 2,500 baht to 10,000 baht. Yeah, it's hard to say. I just did a video with my Viking friend. And I showed, it was a video called, what was the name of it? It was a biking, you know, when I got my bike. I think it was called It's Go Time. And I showed his little house. It's like a little 2-bedroom house, and he pays 4,500 baht. But anywhere in Isan, it's cheap. Hey, Adrian. Keon, aloha. Thank you, David. I appreciate that. You know, I've really only been in Thailand for about 1.5 years, and I'm really thinking about 5 years I should be able to speak fluent Thai. You know, then I'll have to translate everything I say on here. But my goal is to be able to travel around Thailand and be able to talk to people and really just try to be a good liaison for us Falang. You know, it's fun to talk and interact with Thai people because you can see it when you first meet them. They don't know what to think of you. It's like when you walk into an elevator with them, we're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. But when you talk to them, it's like, oh, then they never shut up. They want to ask you 1,000 questions. It's cool. Somebody stepped behind me. There's a ghost in here for sure. Pinoy. Nathan lives 95 kilometers from Khon Kaen. Khon Kaen's about a 3.5-hour drive from here. Danny, no, United States Army, but if you were in the Marines, thank you for your service. Ference, hello there, Chuck. Have you seen or met before young Farangs who live there with Thai wife or not much? Not really. Most of the young men are out of the marrying market with Thai women because, they like to run around a lot. Now, if you're financially stable enough, I guess that's no problem, but most Thai women are looking for older, more secure relationships with older men. So, but have I seen younger people in? Yes, they do a lot of teaching. They go around and like to teach in the private schools, but none of. I met one that lived here for a short period of time who was teaching. He came on a work visa to teach. L. Smith, can you make Thai pepper and water mix for soy dog repellent for riding your bike? Is this illegal? No, you can do that. The problem is carrying this stuff around with you. I did actually get a pepper spray from the U.S. and brought here a small one that I keep with me, but to try to carry a bunch of stuff around on a bicycle, the way that I ride would be very difficult. You might be looking, there's the outside street right here. You guys are saying there's people behind me. That's the main road right here. Pad Thai, have I been juicing? Good question. When we came back from the U.S., I did juice for dinner. I think 3 or 4 nights. I was just cutting out dinner. And I still am cutting out dinner for the most part. But I just eat a very light breakfast for noodles. And then depending on lunch, I'll either have noodles or I'll have gayang, which is barbecue chicken. And then we have a light dinner. No beer. I don't really drink that much beer unless we're traveling. But I've had a lot of great suggestions. You guys know I'm on a diet trying to lose some weight, but a lot of guys have said fasting. Yeah, if I really want to lose weight quick, fasting is definitely the way to go. But I ride my bike a lot, and I'm doing a lot of heavy exercise. And me personally, I don't think it's healthy to not have enough energy. And I really don't want to fall sick or something while I'm on the middle of the road in Thailand. So I just cut down my intake. We don't really eat a lot of carbohydrates, a lot of starches in Thailand that much. But not like the U.S. where everything has to be compressed between a loaf of bread, or French fries. Anyway. Nathan, I notice you wear a big fanny pack. Where does the Viking keep his bits when he's riding? That's funny. They're always falling out of his damn shorts. We went to 7-Eleven the other day, and he goes, "Oh, I can't find my." He goes, "Can you buy my drink? I can't find. I put 100 baht in my shorts." And first, he sticks his ass in the air and goes, "Can you see my money?" I'm like, "No, I can't see your money." And he's like patting around and stuff. And I'm like, "Dude, you need to get you a pouch or something, And he goes, "Oh, okay." And then I just saw it kind of sticking out the bottom of his short leg. I said, "There it is, dude, right there." But yeah, I carry the pouch because I used to have a little saddle bag on my mountain bike. But this bike's a little bit different. So I just wear the little backpack just to keep my wallet, my phone. I have a tire patch kit and some stuff like that in there. Maybe I'll get a little tiny backpack later. I just haven't really found one that I like. If I load that, whatever you want to call it, the fanny pack too much, it starts to hurt my back after riding for 4 hours. Adrian Long, if you eat for 8 hours every day and fast for 16, that gives your body a chance to burn calories effectively. Thank you for that. I really am not eating that much, but when I go to the gym, we work out pretty hard. I'm so damn hungry when I get home, but I eat just a little bit, maybe a couple bananas. I just want to trim up a little bit, and I'm never going to be skinny. I've always been up and down all the time with my weight. I'm 50 years old. I'm just, but I do want to try to lose my gut because it gets uncomfortable a little bit. But I do this all the time. I'll get up a couple times a year in weight, and I'll come down. I'll never be skinny. I just don't have it in me. And Paige would leave me if I became skinny. Or I would have to leave. Yeah, round is a shape for sure. Not a bad shape. It just gets uncomfortable for me sometimes. Yeah, Pat, I'm actually at my average weight right now. I'm about 86 kilo. That's usually kind of where I am. I'm pretty much normal at the moment, but I want to trim up a little bit, get my Kaohsiung physique. Bumpui. Dan's 58 next month. I'm actually 49, but I'll be 50 in September. Yeah, we're going to be having a Soy Mapi is on the September 2 at the beginning, so we're going to have a big party like we did last year. Yes, Bill, Thai girls do not like skinny. Thai men are skinny. They'd rather have a pumpui guy. Yes, that's one thing about the fasting thing, Adrian, is that when I'm riding the bike, I'm like drenched in sweat and my energy is kaput. So I have to stop and drink coconut milk, coconut water, not beer, and to rehydrate. But I mean, it's coming off quick. But just being in Thailand in the summertime, it's like a sauna. You know, you're getting rid of all these toxins out of your body, and you do feel a lot better. Dan says, I'm skinny, crap. As long as you got money. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, Andy, take care. I'll try to check. Your live streams always pop up as I'm getting ready for bed. I usually watch a little bit of YouTube at that time. I'll stop in and say, hello, mate. Keong says, how safe is it riding a bicycle in Thailand? You know, I feel like it's safer than riding a bicycle in Houston, Texas, but I would never do that. You know, hey, I don't know. I try to only stay on roads where they have a median. But, you know, a lot of people die on mopeds here. But, you know, I drive a lot around Thailand, so I see a lot of driving poor habits and characteristics. They in a moped, they'll go in any lane of a 2-lane road, even though it has a big median for them, and they don't pay attention, so they get run over. But vehicles usually are on the lookout for mopeds for the most part. So that being said, bicycles too, but I just try to stay on the side of the road. You know, what are you going to do? I can walk outside and get run over by anything. So what ifs, right? I don't know. What is safe? Rick says search Momo. Okay, you said that 100 times. I don't know what that is, but I can't do it at the moment if you're talking to me. John says put down the raisin bread and walk away. I don't really eat. What aggravates her mom is I make all this stuff and I don't eat it. So I just like to make it. And usually I'll make a bunch of bread or a bunch of cookies, and she'll give it to the Doc Bot in the morning, put it in a baggie. I just like to do it. So I made a bunch. I made 3 loaves, and the 2 of them are still sitting in there. We haven't even touched them, and I think Bent ate most of them. But I don't eat it. But yeah, I really don't have an urge to. I do like a hamburger now and then or a sandwich, but I mean, I really don't. I don't eat them unless we're out somewhere like in a mall, and I don't know. I don't really eat bread that much. I don't crave it. Back home, I used to crave like French fries and fast food. It's like they put something in there. I heard you guys heard the ice cream. I heard the ice cream truck too. That's a bad story for me. I do like ice cream, but yeah. Heracor Prime. How do you handle the heat in Thailand? We are doing our first trip there from Australia in 6 weeks. The very first time I came was very difficult. I had to try to duck into as many AC places as possible. My suggestion to you is if you look at Thai people, they don't stand out in the sun. They don't go out on the beach when the sun's up and beaten down. They try to, if you look at them, they're always walking on the shadiest area, or they have an umbrella, or they're sitting in front of a fan. So do what you can do to stay out of the direct sunlight in Thailand, but you're gonna sweat. It's gonna be hot, and it is something, if you're not used to being in the heat, it does take time, but to me, it's actually good for you. Try Japanese hamburger. Is that good? Now you got me interested in a Japanese hamburger. I know they have awesome beef there, but I'll take your advice and put it on video, Pad Thai. Never seen a sunburnt Thai. I never have either. They just get darker and darker. Which one? PAL 55? I'm not really paying attention to a lot of that stuff that's popping up here. Other than Rockstar's got something with Momo, I don't know what that means. Danny Devers, have you seen a lot of woodworkers in Thailand? That is one of the hobbies I want to pursue. I've always worked with my hands. That's a good question. I have showed plenty of videos of woodwork. It's very fascinating here. They can make awesome things out of wood and steel here in Thailand. But they have most beautiful designs of wood and art. And yeah, they can make a lot of things out of wood and metal here. And cement. Very artistic. Yes, Keon, I talked about that at the very beginning of the trip, of the video. We're going to Japan. We'll be there on the 29th of August till September the 6th. Yeah. Adrian, did I get stomach problems with the Thai diet when you moved over here? Yes, this question gets asked a lot. If you're not used to, Peter Marsh, thank you very much for the donation of $1, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. Active charcoal, you can get it at the pharmacy here, or you can get it at the pharmacy where you live. If you eat something you're kind of not sure about, the charcoal actually kills parasites pretty quick. If you're already sick, chances are it won't help you. But the biggest problem is that the food's not really kosher, purified, full of chemicals, so our body's not really used to it at first. So usually I would get sick the first time, only because I eat everything. So I would just try to stay away from like pork stuff after 3 o'clock, between 3 o'clock and dinner time, and fish maybe. Pad Thai, the airport you arrive and depart is Narita. You should take a day checking out the beautiful Japanese temple. I haven't planned exactly what we're going to do in Tokyo quite yet. I want to go to a few temples. I want to go to Emperor's Palace. There's a couple of cool places I want to go to there, but I haven't really planned that yet. But thank you for that, the advice and any other advice. Pad Thai, wander those street vendors. Charcoal works as well. Yeah. Hey, John from Sydney. My Karat family buys bottled drinking water by the truckload. You have water filtration in your kitchen. Does your family drink that or still buy bottled? We buy bottled water. We drink bottled water. That filtration system they use to fill up the hot water for coffee and for cooking. But water is very cheap here to buy. George, yeah, my kids will come over one day. They're busy with their own lives, just like they would be if I lived there. They rarely visited me when I lived there because they were so busy. But I have two that are in the military that's difficult to get them to come. But I think my other youngest son will be here first. Fraven, when he travels to Thailand, he takes a charcoal tablet every day. I think that's the best thing to do. That's what we used in the military when we were traveling or eating something we weren't really sure about. Medicated charcoal. Charcoal's the main ingredient in a filter for water. Charcoal kills bacteria instantly. Angel Gabo 12, you are in USA ? I don't know why you would think that. I'm in Thailand. Hey y'all, Chuck here in Thap Phnom, Thailand. I'll say it again. I think I say it in every video, but thank you for joining us. Erkin, hi, loving your vlogs, never a dull moment. Thank you very much. I get bored easily, so I don't like to do the same type of videos over and over and over and over again. I don't like repetitious. I'm the guy with the camera jerking it all around because I can't sit here behind a camera and just talk about Thailand. I've got to go. I gotta go and make a spontaneous something. You know what I mean? That's what it's about in Thailand. PF Flyer, hey, how are you from Udon? Okay, Rick, see you later. Momo. Anyway, I had to get rid of some annoying people. I don't know, somebody was asking me to check on something. Not really sure what he was asking, but it was getting on my nerves. Just bought my first GoPro, Nathan says. I'm done with GoPro. This will be my last GoPro. I've had to buy, I don't know how much money worth of accessories to try to make it functional. GoPro is a good camera, depending on what you want to do with it, but for vlogging, I don't recommend it. So, this will be my last GoPro. Haracore Prime, have you ever considered doing one of those crazy food challenges that Japan has to offer? Wow, probably not. I've never thought about that, and I don't want to ruin my trip over there. Pamela Kerr, how are you? Like Groundhog Day movie, yeah, same over and over. I don't like to watch YouTubers that just talk about the same thing over and over and over again. I get it, I understand there's a lot of people that want to know about certain things in Thailand, but me personally, I can't do it. It just gets old for me. John says he likes the series on Kanchanaburi. I love Kanchanaburi, I really do. Me and Paige like that. It's going to be probably a go-to spot every year, I think, with us. It's very relaxing out there. It's kind of like going on a cruise ship, huh? Because everything is all inclusive. You just park your car and you walk down to the river. They have breakfast, and then they have dinner, usually the buffet style, big. And then you can sit around and order beer and stuff, or you can go out and go excursion around the town on your own. But normally during the day they'll have a little excursion on a raft or something like that. But Kanchanaburi is great. Hey, Julie from Korea. Yeah, River Kwai. That's Kanchanaburi is in the River Kwai. Sorry, is in Kanchanaburi. Hello, Englishmen in Malta. 40 degrees Celsius today. Wow, that is damn hot. Any vitamin advice in Thailand? Paige, any vitamin advice in Thailand?
For what?
Like, I don't know, he just, that's the question.
Multiple vitamins?
Are you looking to buy vitamins? Are you deficient in something? Or what does that mean, Susan? Now somebody's calling her. No, it's not Sunday tonight, Pad Thai. It's Saturday, and my mother and father-in-law are in Galveston right now, spending the night. One of their friends, his son, is becoming a monk, and we didn't feel like going. We've already been to 4 of those, and it's boring for me, so it's tomorrow, Sunday. "7 degrees Celsius here this morning," John Tyson says. Oh. Eat lots of fresh fruits and veggies. Yeah, that's the best kind of vitamins. Thailand has awesome vegetables and fruit. We've always got fresh bananas and something on the table that I'm eating throughout the day for a snack. Paige has a site, she's on the phone right now, for vitamins that she gets. She orders, I don't know if you live here and you're trying to purchase, or you're coming here and you want to purchase, but she orders her vitamins online. I can give you the site if that's what you're looking for. But yeah, bring some. I would bring them more than buy them. You can get them in Thailand and Bangkok, but they're more expensive. Bill Gates, Chuck, when you do come to Europe, it's only a 12-hour flight from Bangkok. One day, Bill, I don't know exactly where we're going to go there, but one day. I'm having so much fun in Thailand and Asia right now. John Sarkis, as a young man, I was an avid bicycle rider, averaging 200 miles a week, weather permitting. That's pretty strong right there, 200 miles a week. I'm on the average right now about 300 kilometers a week. I'm feeling pretty strong. I'm not trying to brag, but I just did 40K to Renew, our neighboring town, and back. And I held a full, well, we both, Ben's a huge guy. His legs have endless power, so he's so strong. But we held 40K per hour for 5 kilometers straight, and then dropped it down 2 kilometers and 2 kilometers. And it was, man, it was, it was breathtaking, but I feel a lot stronger now, so I'm getting there. And in the heat too. Actually, when you're riding in the winds, it's not too bad when you have a breeze, especially right now when it's cloudy all the time. John Tyson, gotta go cook my steaks. Love your channel. And thanks for the mentioning the steaks. Yeah. I'm gonna get a good steak in Japan. I'm really excited about staying in those little capsule things, so that's gonna be fun. I just hope I can fit in there. All of Paige's Thai friends are like, he's not gonna like that. It's small. Hironobu, come to Kansai, where I live, instead of the big cities like Tokyo. I've never been to Japan, neither has Paige. It's pretty cheap to go there from Thailand. So this, if we have a good time and they accept me with my, they don't think I'm a gangster, we're gonna go back. I don't think I'm a jacuzzi. We're gonna go back, but right now I think just Mount Fiji and Tokyo is a pretty good first time experience, and I want to make a video and I want to capture the first time experience of going to Japan and navigating Tokyo, and I'm sure it's going to be full of sarcasm and funny stuff. For instance, I found a place, it's called a Robot Restaurant, and it looks like a crazy place, and I can't wait, and hopefully they'll let me participate, because you know, I'll get on anything and write it. Chuck Yakuza. I don't get that culture, you know, and Thailand used to be that way a long time ago too, but and Japan used to accept tattoos a long time ago. So I read up on some of that. I'm trying to get an understanding of why. And my opinion after reading that is, you know, it's a culture of, you know, there's a lot of competition to be an upper, you know, to move up a level and level and level and level, to be looked up at, you know, people want respect. It's the same thing. I'm kind of relating this to America from my experience, that, you know, when people want to be better than everybody else, so if they're around somebody that has tattoos and stuff, they don't want to be around that type of person because they feel like they're better than that person. So that's kind of the way I feel about it, is that they're trying to be always something that they're not, and they don't want to be surrounded by a lower class person. So I don't know. This is just my opinion without even being there. So I'll let you know how I feel when I come back. It might be no problem. I'm not going to run around with a tank top, though. I'm going to try to be as respectful as I can. Raymond Pottis. Hi, Chuck from England. Me and the wife look forward to your vlogs. Give us a great idea, as does Kevin Talia. Kevin is a good friend of mine. I need to get with him and see if he was supposed to make a trip with us to Ko Chang last time. We'll see if he's still interested in doing that. So talk about language differences. When he talks, like, dude, I don't know what you're saying. I have no idea. I'm sorry. It's like when people sometimes hear me speak Thai, like, oh, you just said that totally incorrect. Okay, well, whatever. People speak differently, so. But he's a funny guy. Keon Noons, you can go to a private onsen. What is that? It doesn't sound, it sounds like it should be private. I once knew a Japanese girl in Sasebo whose entire back was tattooed like a mural. I've seen a lot of Japanese people with tattoos in America. We'll see how it is over there, but it is looked down upon from everything that I've read. Thank you, Jimmy. Yes, people, don't forget to hit like if you feel like it. At least all 40 of you, I think, that are here, hit like. Nathan Halsey. Kevin sounds straight out of a Brit gangster film. I wouldn't know, but that sounds funny. I've been called the biggest redneck. I've been called, they like to listen to me before they go to bed because my voice is hypnotically boring. All kind of crazy stuff. It's funny though, it really is. Cockney accent, okay. Carlos, hello, Chuck and Paige. Thank you for your great info. It's 6 a.m. here in Brazil. Thank you very much for watching. My youngest son just hit me up for some money to go to Brazil. He loves to travel, and he's like, "Hey, Dad, like, okay, what are you doing, and what do you need?" And anyway, he's making a trip to Brazil. Trent Eisencool, good morning. Still trying to get my visa. Things are changing at DC Consul again. Hope everything goes well. Yeah, I made some comments and some videos about getting visa stuff in America, and you used to be able to get a one-year visa in DC, but after I made that statement, I also said that things could change because they always change. But when you call up there, they can give you the information before you go up there. But really, you should be able to easily get a 90-day visa and then get the one-year extension here. But depending on what kind of problems you're having, I don't know. But everybody that's here that I've talked to, in my personal experience, was fairly easy to get the visa prior to coming, which is what you have to do. Nathan says you could read stories about Thailand and sell them as audio books. What is that, so I could put everybody to sleep? No, thank you. 2 a.m. in Seattle. Wow. Thanks, Dan, for watching. 0 degrees in Australia tomorrow. No, thank you. Nathan, people could fall asleep to you reading the Thai stories. Yeah, me reading a damn story is boring. To me, this is boring, but I like to interact with you guys, but I'm not really the type to do the blah, blah, blah. The Q&A videos are so hard for me because it's like scripted stuff, you know. That's why I have the little office and the animals, and it's just fun for me to do that with Paige popping in every now and then. I get bored with it, but I don't like to have the camera in my face because I know a lot of people don't want to see me. They want to see Thailand. They want to see what's going on around me, you know. So I try not to interfere with your experience, but except when I'm talking. Lubbock, Texas. Thank you, Fravin. 4, it is 4 there. Is it 4? Or? I thought y'all were on daylight saving time or something. Can I help you? I'm not that bad. I found myself when I was back in Texas starting to have a real bad southern drawl when you get there, you know. Sorry. Trent says, just trying to print out all the paperwork, then have to travel to DC to get the visa. So Trent, tell me, do they still offer the one-year Thai visa in Washington, DC? If you know the answer to that, please share it. Nathan, your Q&As are just as good, and I think we learn just as much. Thank you, but I do appreciate that. But they're only the questions that I really haven't got a whole lot of questions here lately, and a lot of them become so repetitious I don't want to keep doing them over and over again, but maybe I've answered all of them. I'm not sure. But I have some, just not enough to make a video at the moment. Husong Bakum. Chuck, what's the most expensive American product in Thailand? Wow, I'd have to think about that for a moment. I don't know if I have enough time. I would say, I should know this. I don't know. I'll have to get back with you on that. Most likely it's vehicles. You know, everything is taxed very high on vehicles. Harley Davidson, which is still made in the U.S. at the moment, is very expensive. It's like a 300% markup. I've never bought one, but what is that? Swenson's ice cream is expensive as hell. I don't know why. It's like 300 times higher than to walk right next door to Dairy Queen, you know. Kenneth, crazy, 5 a.m. in Ohio. Well, you must be getting up and getting ready for, it's Sunday, isn't there? Sunday there, I think. Or is it Saturday? Hell, I don't even know. What's today? Is Saturday? Yeah. Hiroko Prime. Hirokor Prime. Hey Chuck, when are you going to take the Soy Mafia page and just take over a full moon party? Yeah, and show them how it's really done. I could never get Soy Mafia to do that anyway, but that would be funny. That would make a funny video. I just don't like that kind of crowd, to be honest with you, though. Paul says, I will live in your house in the next 68 years. What are you, like 10? Good luck. Trent, yes, you have to get a teacher or a education visa for 1 year. So you can't get a retirement or a marriage visa. You can only get a teaching, an educational, you can get an educational visa. So if you could clarify that. Hey, from Cal Tall. How are you, McKay? Yeah, cars are very expensive to buy that are imported from outside, from America. Change the Wi-Fi password and don't tell her. Yeah, right. Yeah, I like the Pong Party too, Pad Thai. That was pretty fun. I mentioned it the other day. I'm like, no. But they did like it. Pasung, Chuck, do they have Wendy's in Thailand? Somebody asked me that in a Q&A once before, and I did some research on it, and I found a Wendy's sign that was in a restaurant somewhere, but they don't, I want to say they do not have a Wendy's franchise place. I say that, and I found this place called Texas Chicken, which is exactly like a Church's Chicken in Texas. So maybe there's a Wendy's something similar, but I haven't found it. Billy Pruitt, try taking Soy Mafia off the scooter. I bet she would ride it. No. Only way I think she's going to ride it is if hers explodes. Pad Thai, are you taking any more conversational English classes? I don't take them. I was giving them, and I need to go back to the school, but we've been so busy, and I feel really bad that I'm not able to really commit to those kids 100%. So I'm having second thoughts about teaching because I can't commit to them kids, and I feel bad that I'm not there for them. I'm not even going to repeat that, Bill. That's funny, though. At least you found the KFC. The KFC, I think we've tried it 3 or 4 times, and it's disappointing every time. I always think, oh, it's going to be good. It looks good, but it's never good. Cars and motorcycles from America. The only motorcycle that's expensive here is Harley. And I'm not 100% on the cars. I've really never, you could buy a lot of the Fords and Chevys. A lot of that stuff they're only made in certain parts of the world, so it's not that expensive. I really don't know on the cars 100%, but I know Harleys are expensive. Soon to be real cheap in Thailand. George Sweeten, are you going to take some Thai classes yourself? If you watched kind of the beginning of me being in Thailand and making videos, I went to school here every day for 4 months, and I can actually read and write in Thai, and I understand a lot, but the speaking part is challenging. It just takes time. But I can read and I can write, and I've got these little elementary books and stuff like that, and yeah. Anyway, I can't turn my camera around or I would show you. Yeah, Jimmy, Ford, they do make Ford here in Thailand. Ford is not really that expensive, but I've never really priced them. And I don't know on the cars, but I know the Harleys are expensive. I don't know what the most expensive thing from America here is, other than Swenson's. Okay, Nathan, I'm about to cut it off too. It's after 4. I've been going to the gym at 4 o'clock every day, coming home and eating a little bit and going to sleep. Yes, John, Harley's almost done with their plant here, and it's going to make it real cheap. Well, guys, I'm going to let you go. Tomorrow is Sunday Fun Day. Be looking forward to that video. I just wanted to let you guys know, and if you missed it at the beginning of this video, you can go back and watch the beginning of our plans. We've got a lot of stuff happening here in the next few months, so I've spent enough time in Thot Phnom, and it's rainy season. It's just the way it is. I remember last year here, I was like, oh my God, it's just, you can't even go outside. Everything's so moldy, you know. Plus, it was flooding so bad everywhere in Thailand last year. So, oh no, George, this is an inside gym. I just made a little video before this, and I showed the inside of the gym. It's like a 4 or 5 minute video that I made just today. Thank you guys very much. Yes, please hit like. I do appreciate that. I don't ask for contributions or money or buy me a beer or pay for my trips. All I ask for is that you maybe put a comment, maybe hit like or hit not like. It's the same. Subscribe. Still have over almost 70% of my viewers don't subscribe. I know a lot of people probably watch it on their TV and they can't for some reason, I'm not sure, but if you can subscribe, it really helps YouTube promote the channel and maybe get other people to see Thailand in a different way that might be better than some other people represent Thailand. So that being said, thank you guys very much, and I will see you on the next video. Bye. Oh, say bye. Yeah, there it is. This is my word of the week. Pom ki jakayan bike lap Nakhon Phanom. I ride my bike round trip to Nakhon Phanom. พรุ่งนี้ผมจะไปเที่ยว Tomorrow I'll be going on a trip. And call Kukai, who is he or who is she? And Atitla Songkang is, I'm always asked about riding the bike, so I say I ride it 2 times a week. So anyway, those are my words of the week. Yeah, I'm not going to school, but I still practice and ride around and talk to people. So you guys be great. Have a good day. Have a good morning. Have a good night. I love you guys. See you on the next video. Bye.